Welcome back, guys, to a new episode of the Hidden Agendas podcast. I'm so great to be back. I'm so sorry I did not upload. I should have recorded yesterday, but I did not. I'm going to try to record another episode, maybe in 2 days or 3 days, but I'll see. But it's really good to be back. In the last episode, I discussed the eschatological times, the end times, in both the Islamic and the Christian's perspective and why I think they intertwine. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but mostly this episode will be about AI and technology. The rise of AI, is it a blessing or is it a start of a digital tyranny? How do we know that AI is for the better? How do we know that AI, artificial intelligence, is good for us when then AI is controlling everything, almost everything? Sooner or later, someone like me, someone like my parents, someone like any other good worker out there, they're going to get replaced by AI. You have robots that are emerging. You have military technology revolutionizing itself. You've got drones, so tiny as a bird, as tiny as as a Lego. Imagine how much damage can a small, tiny Lego could do, because that is technically a bomb inside. This is what we are approaching. AI is gonna destroy us. I don't even think it's gonna help us out. It may look like AI is helping out, like, the rise of CBDCs, the rise of self-service machines when you go to Tesco, Asda, Walmart, or Target, or Tesla. What's that car company? BYD. I think that's what it's called. Sorry, MG, not BYD. MG, MG. Tesla. You have these e-bikes. You have these e-scooters. I've seen in many occasions where, well, not directly, but through social media, where there were news reporting that these e-bikes and these e-scooters and these Tesla cars, non-Tesla as well, are exploding. They're literally on fire, right? And then everyone has to evacuate. You have CBDCs. I'm going to talk about that in the next episode. The control of digital banks. Cashless. We're going to approach a cashless society. I'm going to discuss that in the next episode. More. This is going to be mostly about AI. It's controlling social media. It is manipulating people in every measure. I mean, yeah, AI is good for, like, businesses. It's good for, making good money. There are many people who use AI for content creation and whatnot. They also use AI to, like, try to edit or create a business, right? That's why you got ChatGPT, and I must admit, ChatGPT is super helpful. But we need to understand how AI is being used. How do we know that AI is for the better? Is it for the better? Is it for the worse? On many occasions where you got AI, not even like if we talk about social media, you have the youth, right? Someone like me or someone younger than me, where using your phone is like the only priority you have. I've seen videos where there are children who are getting so angry. They're full of rage when the moment their parents take off the laptop, the iPad, the phone from them, they go into this fit of rage, right? Yelling, screaming, hitting their own parents. They're young children, just saying, but are we really approaching the society where everything is being replaced by AI? It's controlling many of the industries. It's also controlling the medicine industry. In, I don't even know, by like 2045, 2050, 2040, where AI is going to also take over medicine. You're going to have doctor robots. I don't know about you, but as much as I hate lazy doctors, I prefer lazy doctor than an AI doctor. Imagine an AI doctor, man, operating on you. I'm not saying that AI is like, is dumb. I'm not saying that. Well, I'm saying that AI is good in some aspects, but there are many other aspects where it can manipulate us, destroy us, and absolutely, you know, take over us as a society. It's also, it's also controlling the social life. You have people who are taking AI voice calls so seriously. Many people are thinking that they are actually, like, oh, madam, you have a scam. There's scam alerts, right? You have people on the phone who, you know, try to imitate one's voice. Imagine if my mom's calling me, right? and generally it could be my mom's voice. Like, this is how bad AI is. Like, not bad, but this is how powerful AI is. AI knows who you talk to. AI knows your voice. And many people say that, oh wow, isn't it cool that, AI knows about you, knows about your family? Well, no, it's not a good thing that AI knows my family. I swear. I, as someone who's also on social media, on Instagram, I am so surprised how Instagram says that you have one friend suggestion. Like, this person was in my school. How did technology know this? It's because that they're monitoring us, man. They're monitoring us. It has got nothing to do with the people who we follow, mutual or not. And honestly, because of the government, because of the lies from the media, the lies from the politicians, many people are even thinking that CBDCs are good. Many people are thinking that, Tesla cars are good. I have a friend who says that he's going to get a Tesla car. I'm like, why? It's good for the environment. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. For people to say that AI is like, Tesla, because it's an electric car, is good for the environment, people are stupid, bro. People are genuinely stupid. And I'm also going to talk about COVID in the next episodes to come, but I planned out my episodes. Episode 7 about AI. Episode 8 is going to be about economic control, CBDCs. I'm going to get into more of that tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow, in a few days. But yeah, I'm going to get to the second part of this episode. AI and job loss. AI is replacing jobs with self-service in many stores, both in the UK and the US. I've also seen it in France as well. Like, you have self-services in many supermarkets you go to, right? Tesco, Asda, Walmart, Target, even Amazon Fresh, where, you don't even need a cashier. Just pay the money, scan the thing, like, where you scan the thing and then you just go out. There's a gate right there. There's nothing else to that. It's just like a quick and grab. It would literally take a 3-second job. That is what AI is doing to, the economy. AI is going to replace humans. There's not going to be any labor anymore. You don't even have to work from like 9 a.m. all the way to like 9 p.m. in the evening when you have AI self-service machines that are gonna be taking your money, and this is what's gonna happen, right? So, and also I also want to talk about, AI controlled economy. They are gonna replace cashless societies with CBDCs. We are going to be replaced by Revolut, Wise, Monzo, the several others as well. So Elon Musk, he believes that AI will outpace human intelligence. I actually do think that's happening. I'll tell you something. There's not been a moment where ChatGPT hasn't answered a direct question coming from me. I don't know why, yeah. When I go to uni, there's a question, right? And you have to answer the question in a very complicated form. Well, as per this, as per that, we must learn how this is properly defined. It's really, really mixed. It's really, really that. When it comes to ChatGPT, it answers the question for you. And yeah, Elon Musk is right. But I do also think that Elon Musk is working for the AI establishment. Neuralink, I'm going to get to that soon. You have AI that's replacing human intelligence. You have AI that pretty much knows more about the things that's going on around your life than doctors will, than people will. People don't know I'll be honest with you, many people don't know the answer to your problems. Many people don't know the answer to the issues you have, whether that is like, physical thing, mental thing, or like, in terms of a general question, the social questions we have in our life, that is something that humans, I think, are not going to have the answer to. AI is going to have that answer. So this guy known as, what's that, Ray Kurzweil predicts that AI humans will merge by 2045, and I actually do think that's happening. You have AI robots that are pretty much replacing us. This is like the extinction of the human beings. We're going to be replaced by the things that we have created. We're going to be replaced by the things that we have created, and these robots, because of what the establishment are doing, they're going to make sure that these robots do take over us, whether that's peaceful or dangerous. I generally think that's going to happen, and it's happening in front of our eyes now. Unless if we wake up, they will take us over. And I'm telling you, this is the end of our world. We're approaching the new secular world order where AI is going to take over. You have such stupid crap in our society, like porn, I should censor that. You have the P word, right? You have music. These things are going to destroy our society. I talked about this in like 2 episodes ago, right? And it's gonna also happen with AI. There are people who are literally interacting with AI girlfriends. You heard me right. AI girlfriends, AI boyfriends, talking about like, those lusty stuff. I don't want to get into that. That's weird. But this is my point. People are like literally taking AI so seriously. Like it's gonna imitate your voice. There are people, so many people, even among my own family, who have taken scams quite seriously. I don't know who they are, but some have. Uh, so China's social credit system. Apparently, in China, AI monitors citizens' behaviors affecting travel, loans, and job opportunities. Uh, dri AI-driven policies predicting crimes before they happen. Now, imagine that. Now, I don't know if that's scary or good, but if AI can, in terms of policing, can predict crimes that will happen before it actually happens, then I can't lie. I mean, that would probably be a good thing. Uh, so yeah, big tech censorship. AI algorithms decide what information is seen or suppressed. Yeah, AI is going to do that. AI is also going to be creating fake news. You have artificial intelligence that is pretty much censoring information that is seen illegal, that is promoting violence. That's what they say on Instagram and TikTok, right? That's what they say. Especially when it comes to the Palestinian content, the algorithm detects that and says that boy, this person is promoting violence and is violating TikTok's community guidelines. Let's remove his account. When I literally said that the Palestinians deserve to live, they're being oppressed by a certain genocidal regime. We can discuss the Israeli-Palestinian issue in another episode if you want to. But yeah, this is what AI is going to do. Suppressing and censoring media outlets that speak out against the things that the state is doing. For example, what I just mentioned, the Israeli-Palestinian thing. When it comes to China, the Uyghur Muslims that are being held in Xinjiang in a prison, literally forced to eat pork, forced to drink alcohol, forced to abandon their own religion, and no one's doing anything about it. Many people are saying that this is just a propaganda, a propaganda campaign by the West, but I don't even think that's anything to do with it. That's nothing to do with propaganda. To me, the US and China are working together. China, many people consider China and the US to be rivals. Nah, bro, they're friends. They're good. They're good friends. They just keep it like at a low, you know. Not even keep it at low. They're really good friends. They just don't reveal it to the world. This is the thing behind politics, behind the scenes. You got to understand how the behind the scenes politics work. Nothing of this is an accident. Even recently, between this is not what this episode was about, but Trump and Zelensky a few days ago arguing with each other. Like that is not coincidental. I also think that's hypocritical. I'm going to get to that in the next episodes to come. I already planned it out, but yeah. I also want to get into the fourth part: AI and transhumanism, Neuralink and brain chips. Could AI be implanted into humans? A technological singularity, a point where AI surpasses human intelligence. What I just mentioned before, AI is gonna replace us. AI pretty much knows more information than we do, more information than our university professors do, more information than our own parents do. But there's some aspects that are different from that as well. So, what did we just mention? AI implanting chips into humans. That is what's gonna happen. Like Neuralink, Elon Musk, where pretty much you as a human being, you're gonna be artificial intelligence. You're gonna be controlled by the AI. That is what they're gonna do. And this is why I'm gonna bring up the end times theory, the eschatological theories of Islam and Christianity. Now, I'm going to mention briefly because I discussed that in my last episode. But yeah, this is the thing in Islam and Christianity as well. So AI is replacing humans not only physically but also economically as well. Like AI is like these establishment guys creating robots to replace doctors, creating robots, or even the self-service machines at your nearby Tesco, Asda, Walmart, Target, wherever it is, right? It is replacing us. They are gonna even with the COVID thing, right? They wanted to make sure that they create a fake illness to make it look like a simple cough is a sign of COVID. I know, like, when your nose is running, yeah, that's when they're like, I think he has COVID. Let's test him out and make sure we put the you know what thing on his arm, right? I'm not going to mention it because I'll get censored, right? They're going to mention the you know what on his arm, put the injection in his arm. He'll be fine. Next thing you know, he's going to have blood clots. That is what happened. Like, I I watched this guy who was talking about, COVID and what happened back in 2020, 2019 in another podcast, Beck Lever. Shout out to him and shout out to the Danny Jones podcast, great guys of, this is what they're doing, the establishment guys. What's his name? This is not what this episode was about, but what's his name? Fauci. What's his name? Michael Fauci, I believe so. The B word. Not the BITCH word, the other one. He is a bastard. Okay, he's a big bastard. Who I think he said something about like, he wants to kick out children if they don't put the vaccine on. All right, he should be held for war crimes. Sorry, not war crimes. Crimes against humanity. That is a crime against humanity. So AI is going to replace us. It's replacing the medicine industry. Who knows? To make sure that you, as a human being, if you're tired, if you're exhausted, if you've been in war, they're going to implant this chip in you and they're going to make sure that that chip stays in you. And that is not a good thing. Many people say that that's a really good thing. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Also, I want to get into the AI and end times theories in the Christian and Muslim perspectives. So, in the Bible, Daniel 12:4, knowledge shall increase in the end of times. And there's more. There's more as well in on ChatGPT as well. So the Dajjal, the Antichrist, is described as a great deceiver. Talked about this in my last episode, and he's going to manipulate people. Sahih Muslim 2937. They're controlling the weather now. I forgot to mention this. They are controlling the weather. I don't know about you, but just a few days ago when I finished from my work, we're in March, right? So technically winter should have ended. Like maybe like 2 months ago, yeah, it was cold, like really cold, to -2. Why is it that I finished from work at like 1 a.m. in the morning, right? It's like frosty, it's icy outside, 2, 3 degrees outside. I'm like, there's no way. And then the very next day, it's warm again, like 10, 11, 12 degrees to the point where I don't even have to wear a hoodie to cover myself because it's not even that hot. I mean, sorry, it's not even that cold. But I find that really, really funny. How is it possible it's like 2, 3 degrees in the evening. Yeah, the evening is generally cold, but my point is there's like 3 degrees outside, right? In the evening. 3 degrees, 2 degrees. I'm struggling to even, keep my hands warm, right? The next morning, it's 12 degrees. I don't even have to wear a hoodie to keep myself warm because, it's quite warm. That's no coincidence. And those lines we see on the sky, no, that's not coming from the weather. Like God's miracles when it comes to the weather is completely different when it comes to this AI controlled weather. I think Beck Lover also mentioned this that they are controlling the weather. Those lines we see, that's not from God necessarily. Not really. That is, government control. They're controlling the weather and they are gonna make sure that, it stays that way. And this is also, it's in the end times of in Islam and in Christianity. I'm not sure about Christianity, but Christianity probably as well, where the Antichrist will deceive people by altering the weather. Imagine, you see the Antichrist in front of you. Okay, prove to me that you are a prophet or even or God. As well, a prophet of God or God, right? He's going to change the weather. At one point, you'll see sunny weather, and then you're going to see rain, and then people are going to follow the deceiver, the Antichrist. This is when you know that, we are at the end of times. So what else? The Antichrist's ability to revive the dead could be interpreted metaphorically in the context of AI-generated voices, deepfake resurrection, digitally reviving historical figures, or robotic automation replacing human life. Now, I've seen an Instagram reel. I don't know if you've seen it as well. You may have not, but I can mention this and I also put this in my video podcast as well, where It was Elon Musk who said, "Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nuclear weapons." This is what he said. I'm literally quoting his words. Now, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk because of many issues regarding, the Islamophobic stuff he does, but that's aside the point. Anyway, so he said this, right, and then the reel shifts into this girl, right, who is an AI, right? She's the same girl, but she's an AI. Says something like, "Hey mom, hey dad, it's me, Allah." Well, an older version of me. And then all these AI descripted voices, right, then just transforms into this thing where, we are approaching a really dark society, a really dark world where my own voice could be used to manipulate you, Dad. My own voice could be used to manipulate you, Mom. I could be in trouble. I could have done things I would never ever do. Sorry. This is what AI is gonna do. And this is exactly just like, in the eschatological times of Islam and Christianity. Now, I think I mentioned this before in my previous podcast, so I'm not going to mention it here. AI models like ChatGPT, humanoid robots, or digital assistants might be seen as fulfilling the prophecy of a talking entity that interacts with humanity in a way never before seen. Now, AI is actually using some tools in a way where animals and humans can talk to each other. And this is what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, predicted that when the hour will not come when you see humans and robots talking to each other. I don't know the full passage, but something like that he said. Now AI can now use it is now there's a tool in AI where humans and wild animals can talk to each other. So yeah, well, what else is there? The dominance of AI largely developed in the West. Silicon Valley, OpenAI, Google could be seen as a fulfillment of this prophecy, marking a transformation in how humans interact with knowledge and reality. Okay, so I mentioned this before in my previous episode. In the Christian eschatological perspective, Revelation 13:15 states that an image of the beast will be made out to speak and deceive many. Some theologians speculate this speaking image could be an advanced AI hologram or digital consciousness that convinces people to follow it. Now, I kind of disagree with that. It's not going to be AI based. This beast is real, sent by God to tell the real mu'min, the real believers, both the Christians and the Muslims, to follow God and follow God alone. Because this will be a time where the world will be in utter and absolute chaos. It will be in fitna. You have smoking, alcohol, zina, shirk, sexual intercourse, associating partners with God. This will all be normalized and is actually being normalized in front of our eyes. You have authority. Authority will be given to the wrong people. That is happening in front of us. Now, this is not what this episode was supposed to be about. Briefly talking about the eschatological times in reference to AI. So some associate with this digital surveillance, AI-driven financial systems, and biometric implants like Elon Musk's Neuralink or digital ID systems. AI could enable global economic system where transactions and freedoms are controlled based on compliance with certain rules or ideologies. I'm going to get to this in my next episode. It's going to be about CBDCs and economic control. The control of the global finance by the elitists, a cashless society. So the Tower of Babel 2.0, AI and the quest for good-like knowledge. In Genesis 11, humanity sought to build the Tower of Babel, I don't know how to pronounce that, to reach God, leading to divine intervention and confusion of languages. AI, particularly AGI, artificial general intelligence, represents a modern attempt to create godlike intelligence, raising ethical concerns similar to Babel's warning against human overreach. So, this is what the Antichrist is going to do. Using the new AI technological systems that they are trying to create in this world to make sure that the Antichrist can use these tools, these methodologies to make sure that the people of our world are deceived by him. This is the end of our world, man. I'm trying to tell everyone. Okay, so ethical and spiritual implications. Transhumanism, merging humans with machines, challenges religious beliefs about the soul and divine creation. AI replacing traditional religious roles. Automated preachers, AI written scriptures could be a sign of apostasy. You could see AI could try to even manipulate or, weaponize religious texts. And I'm scared this could even happen within our own faith as well, in Islam as well. Islam, which will soon to be the largest religion. Alhamdulillah for Islam. I'm fasting as well. I'm in my fourth Ramadan, well, fourth day of Ramadan. So far, so good. So anyway, deception and reality distortion through AI-generated media could align with warnings about widespread confusion and fitna, which means trial, destruction before the end of times. I also had something else here. Where was it? I'm not sure. I think it's here. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've talked about the Batul Ard, a creature that speaks to humans, which is mentioned in the 27th chapter of the Quran, Surah An-Naml, verse 82, has often been interpreted literally as an animal, but it could be metaphorically linked to AI-powered entities. I disagree with that last part. It will be an actual animal. It could be a real beast, a giant beast that will, tell the real Muslims, the real Christians, to worship God and worship one God alone, and to not fall for the fitna, the trials from the Antichrist. So I think I pretty much talked about everything else here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention another thing. So deepfake manipulation and the post-truth society. AI can create fake news, synthetic voices, and political hoaxes. AI-generated figures can spread misinformation that's indistinguishable from reality. Weaponization of AI and military technology. Could governments use AI to manufacture fake events? So yeah, I do believe this is going to happen. I think it's already happening. AI can stage fake events using that as a false pretext for governments to do their thing in other places. Now, it's not really has much to do with AI, but let's take September 11th, 2001. A day before those attacks, I believe $2 trillion was taken from the Pentagon. $2 trillion. What else? There was an insurance cover on those buildings. The owner of those buildings in New York, Larry Silverstein, who was coincidentally absent um on that day in those buildings, right? He was absent, right? He apparently had an appointment, and on that morning he always had breakfast, and then when those towers came down, he took out a huge insurance claim, claiming how many? Billions of dollars, and that piece of S is still alive. So yeah, using military technology and advanced AI. AI is going to be weaponized for the destruction of mankind and humanity using military technology, staging fake events, and using those as false pretexts to start wars and conflicts with others. Guys, we are approaching the end of not only this episode, but also the end of our world. I've said this before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it on the many episodes to come. We are approaching the end of our world, and if no one wakes the hell up, then we are gonna be killed. We're gonna die. The establishment guys are gonna eat us up alive unless if we wake up. So basically, I believe AI is useful, but it's being weaponized against us. It is used as a tool to divide us as a society, and they will also destroy us as humanity. They're going to replace us, right? You have AI everywhere now. People cannot even get off their phones for like a minute or two to interact with their parents. And that's also intertwining with the Muslim and the Christian belief where the family unit will be destroyed. Also, into the technological basis, it will. You have social media becoming so advanced to the point where it's going to create fake news to, start such horrible stuff. Like, the riots that happened a year ago in the UK, the devastating stabbing of three little girls by a guy in Southport, Merseyside. And due to false media, the far right found out that it was a Syrian refugee Muslim who committed this act. But by the time that the BBC, who I don't trust either, BBC and many other news outlets who debunked that claim, by that time it was too late. The far right just rioted their own country. They rioted their own country. They destroyed their own country. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding citizen. They're not a law-abiding citizen. So anyway, where am I going with all this? Yeah. Who controls that? I do believe that's Elon Musk. He's not the only one. He's just a puppet. It could be Trump. It could be others. I do believe that it's Zionists as well. Zionists have a huge, huge influence in technology. They have one of the biggest technologies in the world, and yet they're fighting people who only have guns and, rocket launchers. Really? Really? Then, like, as far as I'm concerned, Hamas do not even have a tank. They don't have, an air force. They only have guns, rocket launchers, That's it. To me, that is self-defense. You can't convince me otherwise. But should there be ethical restrictions or AI on AI development? Yeah, there should be. There are many, many people who are now using AI to manipulate others. You could be like, this is why I say do not fall for the scam call. You could be contacted by someone who, imitates a voice, right? Imitates your mum's voice, your dad's voice, and makes her look so convincing that, like, oh my God, mum's actually in trouble. I need to help her out. But that's not mum. That's not dad. That's not your sister. That's not your little brother, your big brother. That's not your aunt. That's not your grandma. That is an AI voice mimicking your mother's voice, your family's voice. Okay? That's not your real parents. Okay? That's an AI voice weaponizing their voice. So, this is my question to you guys. Are we heading toward a future where AI controls us, or can we still take control of AI? If you ask me, I think they're taking us over, and people are too dumb to see that. People are still driving Teslas, MG cars to make it look like, oh yeah, technology is really, really good. It's going to help us out. Next thing you know, a Tesla car does not even work. They're going to track your Tesla car. They're going to control your money through CBDCs, and they're going to try to make a cashless society, and they're going to control the economy through digital currency. And I will cease this episode right here talking about CBDCs in the next episode. All right, then, guys, that's pretty much it. 33.5 minutes gone, but yeah, I think I ranted out everything, yeah. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of this episode. Yeah, back to that question. Are we heading toward a future where AI controls us, or can we still take control of AI? That's my question to you guys. But I do believe that we are approaching the end of our world unless if we do not wake up. So I'm going to cease this episode here. Let me know what you think, and do please follow me on Spotify, YouTube. I still need to upload the other episode, my previous episode. Follow me on Podbean if you have it. Follow me on Apple Podcasts as well. Let me know what you think of this episode, and I will seize it right here. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Quran 582. Talk kindly to the Christians, for they are closer to you in faith. Salam, my dear Christians, and I will see you in the next episode of the Hidden Agendas podcast with Amir Ikram. Peace out.